So what is better than soup in cold weather? So today we're going to make split pea soup. So I have my pot here and it's heating up, and we're going to put in a few tablespoons of oil. And I have 2 medium carrots that I cut and a medium onion. And we're going to cook this till it gets all nice and soft. Okay, so while the onions and the carrots are cooking, I have taken the split peas and I washed them and went through to pick out maybe if there was any rocks or anything, and that's what you need to do. So we'll set those aside. So let's talk about the ham that's going to go in the split pea. This is some ham that, we had. This was leftover, so I've just kept it in the freezer. And this is what is going to give it so much flavor. If you do not have it, you could buy a ham hock in the meat department. You could buy a ham steak and cut it all up. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the pot and it's going to cook. And then all this nice meat and everything, that'll just fall off. You can cut this before some of this and put that in, and then just put, the rest of the bone in there. But this is going to add so much, like I said, and be so good. And if you have, like, the ham hock or ham like this and it doesn't have much meat, it doesn't matter. Just this inside cooking will give it the flavor that is so delicious. Okay, so back to the onions and carrots. We're going to add about a teaspoon of garlic, pepper, and some salt, and just a little bit of the salt because the ham is already salty. And after it's done, you can add more salt if you need. And this is some oregano. And now we'll stir this up. And for the broth, I'm using beef broth. If you only have chicken, then use chicken. If you have neither, you can just add water. And we're going to have 6 cups of the broth. And then we're going to add the split peas. And I'm going to put the ham bone in here. And we're going to bring this to a boil and then to a simmer for about an hour. Okay, so this has been cooking for an hour. So now we're going to take out the ham bone. And the soup smells absolutely delicious. So what you want to do, for any ham that you have left, if you have what I have, you can cut that off and put it in here. So now I cut up 2 medium potatoes. So now I'm going to add them, and we're going to cook this for about another 35-40 minutes until all the potatoes get nice and soft. Okay, so the soup is done, and we're going to give it a nice stir. Look at everything. So if you don't know anything about split pea soup, this thickens up really thick by the second day. It is really thick, and if it's too thick, after you heat it up, you'll want to add some more water, broth, whatever you want, and it'll be nice and soupy again. But this is a nice consistency, just like this. Look, there's all this nice ham and potatoes. Look, this is going to be so good, and well, it already is because I tested it, because this is when you want to check your salt to see if you have enough salt in it. And this was absolutely just perfect. Look at that. The carrots and the ham and the potatoes. Oh, it is so good. So I hope that you will try this. And thank you so much for coming into my kitchen. And I hope that you will consider subscribing. And this soup will really warm your soul this winter. And we'll see you next time.